Happy Thursday evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA action here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Nails it from 3.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Pass to Yurtseven. Yurtseven a screen. From behind the arc. Osman, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, here's what the head coach for Athens told me earlier. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. From the arc. It's hauled in by Athens.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to Osman. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. Osman's got 6 points.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. On offense, here is Athens. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Oh, Grant throws it down.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And count it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the wing on the left. Fires the three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. The three. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Here's De Silva. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Guarded by Edwards. Connects from downtown.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
1:02 left in the first quarter. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
To the middle. Pass to Osman. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. The 3 is up. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Hernan Gomez has got his second basket of the game.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Jump shot is good. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. For 3. No luck on that one. Edwards fires from way outside. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Athens. They're up by 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Athens here in this one?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
There's a screen. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. On offense, here is Athens. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Offline with a 3. Pass to Booker. Nunn defends. Back to Booker. To the paint. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so it's Athens with it. Outside Nunn. Takes the 3. It's not going to go for him. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Fires for 3. And he buries his first look.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
From downtown. And another miss by Athens. Puts one up from 19. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, when they're playing off you have to make them pay. And he could.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Misses the 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Counted from distance.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
He drops it from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And it's good for 2.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
There's a screen. Here's Nunn. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Six on the shot clock. This one for three. And he can't get that one.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
Athens trails by 3. 1:43 left in the second. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's all knotted up.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Lets it go from the wing. He's off on that one.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the...
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
He takes it in, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. From behind the arc, sends it home from three-point land. He has 6.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
To the left side wing. 34 seconds left in the second quarter, and the shot goes down. Nunn defends. 14 feet away, and he connects with a jumper.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Jacks up a 3. No good that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled, and just to throw you guys a little curveball here. What's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jet.
Yeah, hard to win when you're giving guys all day.
Appreciate you joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. We've got Omer at 7, and it's Osman in at the 3. And here's Edwards outside. And he's going for the lob. Tipped away. It's Hernan Gomez with a drive. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid.
Off target from outside.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Osman. On offense, here is Athens. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Athens trails by 4. Here's your 7. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Athens.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. They get it back. Grant outside. You're 7 a screen. Second shot opportunity. That shot off.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You gotta make those.
Knocks it down from distance. He's got 13.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Out to the wing. From deep. Three-pointer. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And here's Grant from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Grant's got 7 points in the game.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth.
Number 13.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
The 3. The shot off that time. Athens trails by 10. Pass to Osman for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Osman's got his 3rd bucket of the night. 1:11 left in the 3rd quarter. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And here's Grant from the arc. That shot missing. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 25.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Grant. From the corner. And he hits the jumper for 2. Grant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense.
Oh, count it! Did that just happen, Coach?
That should be worth more than 3 points.
From outside the arc. No good. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown?
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. He has 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 14. And coming up as soon as... And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Athens to the left wing. Three-pointer off the mark.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
The shot, no good. Athens trails by 14. Right side, none. Kept alive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yeah, just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. On offense, here is Athens. Got a hand on it. And he's going for the oop here. The shot misses.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
Knocks down the triple.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Lets the three fly. Sinks it from distance.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. And Booker with the jam.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. The three is up. The rebound by Napier.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And that one off the back of the rim and in.
That's a go-to shot for him, and for defenders, very difficult to contest.
Outside none, looking to end the run. He can't get it to go. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Down low, out to the wing, just 5 to shoot. From 15 feet away, 2 points. That one goes.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's go with a three. Hits the trifecta.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
There's a minute 17 left in the fourth. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. Fires from deep. And again, it's Athens with a three.
Number 40.
58 seconds left in the fourth. Nunn defends. Outside Napier. Shoots over Brown. Napier, no good. On offense, here is Athens. 15-point game. There's the three. That shot, no good. 24 seconds left to play in the fourth. The deep three. Hauled in by Brown. Outside Nunn. So the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time...
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. Parker out there with Medu, and it's Vesely in at the center. Just 5 to shoot. And he lays it straight in.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Lucas, Satoransky covering. That shot wide open.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Athens. Grant on the wing. We're about 1 minute into the first. Lucas passes to Osman. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Satoransky. Lucas covered by Parker. Yurtsevin, no good. And the three ball is good. He has 5.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
They get the rebound. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Parker. Takes a 3. Rebound by Vesely. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Parker outside. Knocks down the 3 ball.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Out Grant. Driving inside. Hernan Gomez. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here is Parker. Athens getting their last shot to go. Here's Satoransky. Out to Parker from downtown. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Athens trails by 3. Driving the lane. Can't get it to fall. He's covered by Grant. Vesely passes to Medu. Now Satoransky. Pass to Medu. There's the pick. Here's Parker from outside the arc. Vesely controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. From the arc. Yurtsevin with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And then Gomez, no good.
Excellent defense there, but he has to be smarter and a bit more patient.
Off target from outside. Athens trails by 5. Lucas covered by Parker. Here's Lucas. Nailed from three-point land. 6 points for him.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
And that one's good. Parker.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Grant, that's good.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Now, here's Satoransky. Still scoreless. Drains it from beyond the arc. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Lucas. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Leading by 6. And the second. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Swiped it away. They've got Anderson. And it's Abrinas in at the 4 slot. Provitola, no good. And so it's none with it. He brings it up for Athens. 6-point game. Petro. And he's good on the 3-ball.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Provitola. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Provitola's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On Saturday and then on Tuesday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And Anderson slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Pass to Provitola. Six on the shot clock. They set the pick. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Second team foul.
Now, here's Nunn. Not a lot of room. To the paint. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And Anderson slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Fires the 3. Out left to the wing. There's a good screen. Here's Nunn. Buries it from 3-point range. Nunn's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Provitola. They grab their own miss. Back to Abrinas. Clock at 6. Here's Provitola. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And here's the fast break. Here's Abrinas. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Abrinas has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Pass to Nunn. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Abrinas' shot is off. Athens trails by 6. Now here's Nunn. He's covered by Anderson. Nunn against Anderson. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 7 points in the game. 1:04 left in the first half of the game. Abrinas with the bucket.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Nunn with it. He has 7. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Abrinas the pass to Anderson. There's 38 seconds left here in the second, and finished off by Anderson.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Goes up from the top of the key. Good D by Anderson. And here's the fast break. Pass to Abrinas. 16 seconds left now here in the second. Hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 9.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Away team foul. Number 8, first personal foul, 3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
6 seconds left in the second quarter. He gets it up. And so that brings the first half to a close. Up by 12. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
34.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the visiting team.
Big.
And that'll do it for...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got Yurtsevin and Slukas in at the point guard position. From past the arc, doesn't go for him. They've got Metu. He's out there with Parker, and it's Vesely in at the center, locking down the middle. He's covered by Grant. 6 to shoot. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And here is Athens now. They trail by 14. And for Athens, they've got Grant. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. Slukas, Satoransky covering. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Osman. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He's covered by Grant. Pass to Vesely. Satoransky looking around. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Athens. And now Athens on the break. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Athens shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. He's covered by Grant. There's Parker with the 3. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Athens trails by 11. Grant, right side. Pass to Osman. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Parker left side. There's the pick. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And our 3rd month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. They're locked in again at that 3rd spot. Not a bad place to be.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they win one, they lose one. They think they're going in the right direction, then they seem to take a step back. It's been a season of inconsistencies so far.
Put him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. 12 points for him.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Grant. That 3 off the mark. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. That's a 2 from Parker. No good that time.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And that one, good.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
There's 1:38 left here in the 3rd quarter. Down low, it's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman, covered by Parker. Just 5 on the clock. Osman, a 3-pointer off the mark.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
There's Lucas. Another 3 for Athens.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Medu passes to Vesely. 30 seconds left to play in the 3rd. He's covered by Grant. Pass to Vesely. Here's Satoransky. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtsevin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. For Athens, they've made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Substitution on the court.
15 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Now, here's Nunn. Defense right on him. 3-pointer. A shot off that time. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Leading by 5. And coming up as soon as... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Anderson, and it's Fall into the center position. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Athens. It's a 5-point game. There's the screen. And here's Nunn. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Here's Abrinas. Pass to Fall. And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Fall. Shot clock at 6. And Anderson has it in the corner. There's the three. It's hauled in by Brown. Now Athens with it. Trailing by 5. Three-pointer. To the left wing. None wide open. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Laprovitola. It's good from long range.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Defended by Anderson. Brown outside. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. They swipe it. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Misses the wing three. Here's the break. Here's Abrinas, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Petro drills the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Out of bounds, Athens takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Athens trails by 5. It's Brown with the drive, and he banks in the layup. Brown's got his first basket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Covered by Parker. No good. That would have tied it. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. That one good for 2. And here is Athens now. It's a 5-point game. Now, Nunn. Covered by Parker. Lets the three fly. Excellent D there from Parker.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
It's deflected. They get it back. Pass to Brown. Covered by Parker. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
To the left side wing. Defended by Nunn. 5 on the clock. The tray. That shot off. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Stolen by Nunn. Puts up a 3. Fall with the rebound. Here's Abrinas. Gets the bucket. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Takes a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Knocked loose. 3 on 3. And there's the screen. No good from outside. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Satoransky outside. Pass to Metu. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Edwards. Puts one up from 19, and he buries his first look. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Parker passes to Satoransky. Sinks the tray.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to De Silva. Outside Edwards. Here's De Silva. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to drop. Satoransky with it. And stolen by Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards has gotten his second bucket of the game.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
Launches a three. Sinks it from distance.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Parker outside. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Vesely. Satoransky outside. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Out to the right wing. They set the pick. Fader on the way. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. In transition, here they come. That shot's good by Parker.
Open court basketball at its best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the basket.
Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Pass to Satoransky. Launches it. De Silva with the rebound. Edwards looking it over. Out left to the wing. Here's the three. It doesn't go for him. 56 seconds left in the first. To the middle. Great look, but off the mark.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
De Silva buries it from three.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Satoransky shot is off.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Offensive board. De Silva, and that one is stuffed right through.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Especially.
Substitution on the court.
Here's the pick. Fires the three. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Number 22.
Pass to Anderson.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Anderson covers. He got a piece of it.
Out of bounds. Away team ball.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Nails it from beyond the arc. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. From deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Fall. That's tipped. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. No good on the 3.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Outside Booker. For 3. Anderson pulls it down. In transition. Pass to Hernan Gomez.
Home team foul. Number 22. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to Fall. From the high post. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And a miss there on the triple. Here he goes. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to Fall. 6 points for him.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now. Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Oh, no. Look out! Ruthless!
Whoa. How is the hoop still standing?
Ooh. You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. And Booker pulls it down.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Anderson covers. From the wing, it's hauled in by Fall.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
2 open that time. They didn't look easy.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Anderson covers. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Drives to the hoop. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Anderson's got 7.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? So we conclude the first half. They lead by 13. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're sort of stuck in this same range, right in the middle, here in the middle of the season.
Middling overall, just like your analysis, Kenny. Oh, just kidding, my buddy. You're the best.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the home team.
No sloppy passes.
Appreciate you joining.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Fires for three. The offensive rebound. Back to Edwards. He buries it from three.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Parker. Off target with the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
A quick shot there. It's off target. Here we go. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. Another shot. Soft touch off the glass.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
He drops it from range.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Let's go with a three. Drains the triple. 6 points for him.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And Parker throws it down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
And he lobs it up top. And here's the fast break. He goes up. And Parker throws it down.
Oh, excellent work in transition.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from...
They swipe it. And they're on the run. From the high post. And no good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Offensive rebound. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. This one for three. He can't hit that time. Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
And he gets it to go.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Give him 8.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
4-3. No luck on that one. And here comes the break. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And good. Coming on the assist by Saturansky. Parker's got 7 points here in the quarter.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
43 seconds left in the third quarter.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. There's a screen. Fires the three. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
He gets it in there.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Connects from downtown.
Number 13.
The visitors with the ball. Trailing by 17. Launches it from deep. The shot that time not on target. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 17. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Shot from the wing. That's good on the jumper. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Outside Booker. Stripped away. From behind the arc. Hits the trifecta.
3 points.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
The three. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's the three. That shot is off. Here's the break. Nails it from three. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
From deep three-point land. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Got a piece of it. And there's the drive. And yep, it's good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Anderson with space. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
By maximizing their potential on every scoring opportunity, they've somehow, some way made this a thrilling finale.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a second late.
There's a minute 54 left in the final quarter. It's intercepted.
And great job to establish position and square up.
First personal foul.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. To the wing, right side. Here's Parker. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And he makes it on the layup.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Five to shoot. From deep. Hits a three-pointer.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Fall. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. And so they get the victory here at home.
special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtseven, and it's Hernan Gomez in a power forward. There's the pick. Back to Edwards. This one for three. Sinks the triple.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Here's Lucas. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Grant.
Home team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lucas passes to Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Edwards. It's stolen. Here's De Silva. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Grant gets a wide open look. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Good on the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Osman. The 3-ball. Another 3 for Athens.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. He has 6.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
From deep, Hernan Gomez. Outside Edwards. Yep, it counts. Edwards got 5 points so far. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Athens trails by 3. Lucas passes to Hernan Gomez. Lucas, Edwards defending. And he drops it in from the low post.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep, drops in the tray.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Lucas, Edwards defending. Lucas passes to Osman. Here's the 3. Out to the right wing. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. Hits it from three-point range.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary. Even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
They set the pick. Here's Lucas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
2 shots.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Now Athens with it. Trailing by 2. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Athens moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. driving to the basket.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 15 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now, here's Nunn. Launches a three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Up 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Taking a look at Athens. From 10 feet out, the shot goes in. First shot, first basket. Athens trails by 5. Pulls from the top of the key. Again, Athens. Booker is screen on Nunn. It's deflected. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. From past the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Petro. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Brown is checked in for Athens. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And they get it. It's hauled in by Athens. Pass to Nunn. Petro, defended by Booker. Clock at 4. Petro. To the wing on the left. Takes a 3. And here's Nunn. Misses the 3. It's stolen by Brown. And he goes in for the dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now Athens with it. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. From outside the arc. And that one is off. The 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
2 minutes.
And he drives in, misses the finger roll. Back to Booker from deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change. It's 6 already.
Swiped away. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Now Brown. Nothing on the board. Athens with another miss. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
They set the screen. Petro. Athens with another miss.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And yes, it's good. He has 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Nunn. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Defended by Nunn.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
For the 3. That shot is off. And so that's the end of the first half. Up by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Well, I think for the home team, I love it when the talking heads are wrong. And by talking heads, I mean the regional media. This team is silencing the doubters. The chemistry has been outstanding, looking confident and ready to keep winning.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for Athens.
They're not showing enough fight to.
And that concludes.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's Edwards on the wing. He's defended by Yurtsevin. Lucic lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And for Athens, they've got Grant. And it's Yurtsevin in at the center, filling out the middle.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside, Edwards fires for 3. And it's Osman with the rebound. Athens trails by 8. Grant, right side. Launches it. It's not going to go for him. Pass to Edwards. Over to the left wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Osman kicks to Yurtsevin. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Slukas passes to Grant. Off with the layup.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Lucic. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. To the left wing. There's the screen. Here's Osman. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Osman's got 6.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And really deep through that time.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
They get a hand on it. And they're pushing it up. No good from outside. Athens trails by 5. He takes it in, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Yurtsevin with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And good that time. 12 points for him. A tight game here in Utah. The trade. It's hauled in by Athens.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
There's Lucas. Got a piece of it. 1:04 left in the third quarter of the game.
Solid. Just no messing around there. Got to the rack and punched.
Beautiful jams. Fairly well defended, GA, but I guess not well enough.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. He's got 21.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Pass to Osman, and it's Grant in the corner. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And the whistle blows on the court violation. He went over and back.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. .26 seconds left in the third. And here's none. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. 5 to shoot. For the lead. He's off on that one. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Up by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And for Athens, lets it go with a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
To the middle. Petro. Hit his leg. And it's being called a kickball. Here's none. Pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. It goes straight through with the swish.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Taking a look at Athens. with the drive, and he makes that one. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. A 2-point game. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Jacks up a three. That shot off. And here is Athens now. There's a screen to the inside of Petro. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And Athens leads by 3.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
It's good.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Out left to the wing. Nunn looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
To the left side wing. Petro. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 6-point Athens lead.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give them a good open look from the perimeter.
Defended by 9. And the shot goes in. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. No good there. Good D by Booker. He's covered by Brown. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Booker is screen on Brown. No good with the triple.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. Now, here's Nunn. D right on him. Here he goes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in the air.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Back to Brown. 6 to shoot.
Home team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires away from way outside. Misses the shot. So it's Athens taking the W in this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin...
Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. We've got Jetty Osman, and it's Grant in at the 2. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Osman. There's the 3. Pure from three-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
He's covered by Grant. Sends it home from three-point land.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. Covered by Satoransky. You're 7 a screen. The 3 is up. And Metu pulls it down. Here's Vesely. And they're on the break. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Parker. After the basket by Athens. Pass to Metu. He's covered by Grant. Here's Parker. It's hauled in by Athens.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Three-pointer off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Covered by Satoransky. Pass to Osman. You're 7 a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Offline with a 3. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And another miss by Athens.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Satoransky left side. Takes the 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
From outside the arc. Outside for Grant. Here's Hernan Gomez. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the ball goes out of bounds, turned over.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Covered by Satoransky. From downtown. And Parker pulls it down.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
They get it back. Back to Satoransky. There's a screen. Takes a 3. Drops in the 3. Satoransky's got 6.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Grant. There's 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Oh, Grant throws it down.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Here's Vesely. He's covered by your 7. Inside. Just 3 to shoot. Grant with a steal. Pass to Osman. It'll count. No good. Misses at the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. They lead by a bucket. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So on the floor for Athens. Launches it. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you look at him, he's giving up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Defended by Brown. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Lets it go from deep.
Oh, it's insane.
Wow. My goodness.
Come on now.
And that one is hammered home.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
The steal. Here's the break. Snatched away. And they're pushing it up. Over to the wing. Fires from deep. Fall. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Athens trails by 3. Anderson covers. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Fall.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. To the paint. And he throws it down with one hand.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
All right, a chance to check out the upcoming schedule for Athens. On Wednesday, then on Monday, the first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Three-pointer, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Anderson. And there's 1:38 left to play in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Intercepted. Anderson covers. From the arc. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Defended by Brown. Fires it. No good on the triple. Outside Nunn. They set the pick. Here's the floater. And it's good on the layup. Nunn's got his first points of the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Wing shot on the way. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Anderson covers. Launches a 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
We've got 22 seconds left in the half. Defended by Brown. And there's a pick. Pass to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Athens up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so I'd like to ask, this is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million jump.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Covered by Satoransky. Pass to Graham. The three. Offensive rebound. Second chance effort. Yurtseven, no good. And for Athens, we've got Omer Yurtseven, and it's Osman in at the small forward position.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Pass to Graham. Puts up a three. And Parker pulls it down.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Grant outside. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. There's the triple. Grant can't get that one to fall.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Pass to Parker. To the middle. And he jams it home with authority. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
And another miss by Athens. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. To the right side. And there's the screen. Down low. It's stolen. Here's Hernan Gomez. Grant against Parker. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by Grant. Grant's got 7 points.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Pass to Metu. Now here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely. Back to Metu. Satoransky with it. The three is up. Knocks it down from distance. Satoransky's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. The three. And he goes in for the dunk.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Covered by Satoransky. Yurtseven a screen. Lets the three fly. Counted from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Parker passes to Metu. Satoransky outside. There's a screen by Metu. Pass to Parker. Just 5 on the clock. There's the drive. And Parker throws it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Grant. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Vesely. Going inside. They set the pick. Pass to Satoransky. They get the rebound. And here's Parker. The three. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Osman. Money from the wing. Osman's got his 2nd bucket of the night. 19 seconds left in the third. Osman's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Pass to Metu. Out to the right wing. Now Satoransky. Beyond the arc. Can't get the three to fall. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basket. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it was made by the big fella.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And for Athens, jacks up a three, fires in the triple.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
To the inside, Ball. Defended by Brown. Pass to Anderson. Down low. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Athens. Outside Nunn. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Six on the shot clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. You really need to tighten it up.
The long-distance three is buried. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Anderson covers. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Fall.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Really left him alone that time.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
Athens trails by 4. Pass to Brown. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Nunn defends, and Clay stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
To the left side wing. Let's go with a three. Drills it from deep.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Parker outside. They set the screen. Fires for three. Knocks down the long J.
And they retake the lead with a bounce-back three.
The crowd has started to get nervous, but now they're just fired up. An incredible ball game going down the stretch.
To the wing on the left. Lots of room. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Nunn defends. And the layup is good off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
Oh, big finish! Man. What a finish with a reverse dunk.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Releases. And Parker pulls it down. They set a pick. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Money!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside none. Pass to Brown. From behind the arc. Offensive board. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Off target from the wing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Hey, here's none for three. Good from downtown! What a shot! They may take a second look at it. Boy, that was close. And yes, the officials want to take a look at this one. Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the clock.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Shoots. That one's in, his first shot this game. Now here's Edwards. They set the pick. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against Wynn.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if you hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
3.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
To the wing right side. His shot by Satoransky, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And that one's good. Parker.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Right wing, shoots the 3, drills it from outside. He's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The visitors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. There's the pick. Fires the 3. Rebound by Vesely.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Satoransky. Just 5 on the clock. Now, here's Vesely. And a slam dunk by Vesely.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's De Silva. to stop the run, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Defensive foul.
That instant response. Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's the triple. De Silva with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
It doesn't go for him.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Parker's shot is off. And it's blocked. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Now, here's Satoransky. Hasn't made one yet. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. And here's Edwards from the arc. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Parker with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. 6 points for Parker.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's 21 seconds left in the first. And here's the break. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Assisted by.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really feel. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Pass to Laprovitola. Pulls it up. Fall. Booker pulls it in. Out to the wing. Giffey. And it's all evened up.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Hernan Gomez against Booker. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pulls up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Defended by Anderson. They set the screen. Shoots from the elbow. And he nails the jumper.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Here's Laprovitola. Fall passes to Hernan Gomez. For 3. Shots good by Laprovitola. Laprovitola's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. You see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And the 3 ball is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Unloads. Money from the wing. Provitola's got 7.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Softly drops in the floater.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Knocked away. Defended by Anderson. Giffey. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Here's Fall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. And so he hits both. The visitors with the ball, trailing by 2. Defended by Anderson. There's the 3. It dropped for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 10. Going inside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Provitola. Hernan Gomez, a screen. The shot's good from Provitola. Provitola's got 9.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Fires the 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
No good on the 3.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
No good on the triple. Here's Abrinas. Pass to Anderson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Away team ball. Substitution on the court.
A tight game here in Cleveland. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Medu.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and E. Hey, fellows, I'm just wondering your thoughts on how these teams stack up.
Well, I'm a big fan of stacking things. I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put...
And that concludes...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Parker out there with Medu, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside, Edwards. Count it. Edwards got 9.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against the bigger defender.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Here's the screen. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range.
Number 13.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Satoransky kicks to Parker. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Home team foul. Satoransky. First personal foul. First team foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Takes it inside. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. It's offensive basket interference. And so here's the home team. Pass to Medu. 90 seconds now into the second half. Off target from outside.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
For the lead, Da Silva with the rebound. Da Silva's got 5 rebounds tonight. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Misses in close. Here's Medu, and down it goes. Done through off a wonderful assist. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Back to Edwards. Misses off the left eye.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Lucic, covered by Parker.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pass to Satoransky.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here's the home team. They lead by 1. Here's Medu. Parker outside. Clock at 6.
2 minutes.
Inside. Vesely. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Vesely's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. 1:44 left in the 3rd quarter.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
There's Satoransky offline with his 3. The 3 sinks the 3-pointer. 6 points for him.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:07 left to play in the 3rd. Satoransky, the pass to Medu. A putback. Da Silva with the rebound. From downtown. Rebound by Parker. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense. Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Here's Laprovitola. Edwards defending. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Defended by Anderson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Anderson. 4 seconds left. Rejected by Booker. That one, no good. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Leading by... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Falls out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Anderson, and it's Abrinas in at the 3 spot.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
To the paint, here's Ball, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Laprovitola. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Laprovitola taking 3 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
To the wing on the left. Giffey. And a miss there on the triple.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Out to Parker. And the dunk by Parker. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these 2 teams match up with one another.
Tipped. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. There's the screen. Pass to Fall. Back to Parker. Tipped away. And an intentional foul right there.
No idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those 2.
Number 13, Andreas. Number 13.
And they pick up 2.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Down low, here's Ball, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Booker. Excellent D there from Parker.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And the layup's good off the glass.
and challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, and that's even harder than it looks to overcome that height differential right at the rim.
And he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
On the shot clock. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Drives to the hoop. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Fall.
Yes!
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Parker outside. Knocks down the three.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Home team foul. First personal foul, second team foul. Now into the lineup for your home team.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Good on both. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately. Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. What a show they put on here at home tonight.